Hedgerows are dynamic habitats and need to be managed in a cycle to ensure their health and long-term survival. It's impossible to keep a hedge in the exact same point of its life cycle indefinitely without compromising its structure, and at some point all hedges will need to be rejuvenated through laying or coppicing, although this may only be necessary every 40 or so years. Understanding the life cycle of a hedge is important to good management. The healthy management cycle. A newly planted, laid or coppiced hedge should be trimmed regularly for the first 5 years. This develops a thick, dense structure. After this, trim every 2 to 3 years, each time increasing the height and the width, allowing the hedge to get larger but still stay dense and healthy. You can then put it into a no-trim management, letting it grow out for a number of years. After which you have 2 main options, both of which will restart this cycle. Number 1, reshape the hedge and start the incremental size increases again. Or 2, lay the hedge. This fills in any small gaps, makes the hedge stock-proof and encourages bushy growth at the base, which rejuvenates the hedge, putting it back into the healthy cycle. Overgrown hedges. If left unmanaged too long, hedgerows become overgrown. They start to lose their undergrowth, and eventually they turn into a line of trees, which is not as good for a wildlife corridor. Up to that point, overgrown hedges can be rejuvenated by laying or by coppicing to bring them back into the healthy cycle. Over-trimmed hedges. In the other extreme, hedges can be managed too intensively. If repeatedly trimmed at the same height, they lose vegetation at the base, and they can get thin and gaps will start to appear. Eventually, this will kill off the shrubs and the hedge will get increasingly gappy. A hedge treated like this will eventually disappear completely. Luckily, most over-trimmed hedges can be rejuvenated through allowing incremental growth, laying or coppicing, all of which will bring it back into the healthy cycle. Whenever you coppice or lay a hedge, plant up any gaps. This is a good opportunity to increase the number of plant species in your hedge and even plant a few more hedgerow trees, both of which are good for wildlife and the resilience of the hedge in the future. Combining all of these stages gives us the hedgerow management cycle. To find out more about hedgerow management or wildlife, visit www.ptes.org/hedgerows.